everyone, so today is going to be a get ready with me for this makeup look. It is a combination of Korean Chinese techniques and a Western technique. But if I'm completely honest, I really wasn't thinking or talking about the technique or the products very much. I am here to share some important updates about my life, so if you're interested in seeing me get here through the important updates, then keep watching. Right before we start, I want to give a huge shout out to Ana Luisa. I would be surprised at this point if you guys didn't know what Ana Luisa is. So they're basically a fine and demi-fine jewelry brand based in New York. They make the most beautiful, ethical, sustainable jewelry. Honestly, most of my favorite pieces are from them. I wear them on a regular basis. A lot of these are already Ana Luisa. And I wanted to show you some of the new stuff that they have because their designs are so chic and beautiful that like every single collection gets me a little excited and I have to pick something up. So let me show you what I got. This one is one of my favorites. It is called Mauve Abalone. So it's made with like abalone shell. Cool, right? Super, super cool. It's a really beautiful pendant. These two go together. And these are the Gada Black, I believe, which are multi-chain necklaces. They are so beautiful. I love stacking my necklaces also. So this is a really nice pair to wear together or to even mix and match. And then finally, for days where I want to dress up and look a bit more sleek and really like dainty and classy. So this is called the bag. It's just such a beautiful, like simple, understated piece that like really draws your line down, and it's a very sensual and like beautiful piece. So those are my new pieces from Ana Luisa. If you want to check them out, I will leave a link down below. Prices start from as low as $39 and there is something for everybody. You can also get a 10% discount with my code Brenda10, and there are just a lot of fun pieces right now, like for summer especially. So go check it out. Do you see this? This is dairy and alcohol. Because yesterday I had a wine and cheese feast at Cheese Lads, and lactase pills were not enough to hold this back. So hi, how are you guys doing? I have some very important updates for you guys. It's actually so important that I have it on my phone so that I don't miss out anything, but we have a lot to talk about. The last update you got from me was around 2 months ago, right? Basically all of the Korean like products that you see here, I bought them all from Shopee. I'm just like so obsessed with it, and I really rarely get sent K-beauty stuff, which is really such a pity because I love them. So I just got myself like maybe 7-8 palettes, and yeah, I want to use some of these products in front of you guys just to share because I'm so excited. Like a lot of these products are all really fucking good. I'll do like a haul separately. Yeah, so I got into this like Korean and Chinese style makeup when I was isolating at home. I got COVID like a month ago, and this voice that you hear, this slightly sexy like husky ass voice, it's from Another Weird Bug. So wait, let me start with my let me get my sponge wet. It's so funny because I literally was gonna say the first thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that I'm on leave. I'm not working anymore. I don't want to work anymore. Like it's been 2 years since I had a break, and that break happened during Vlogmas when I was supposed to be shooting and uploading every single day until Christmas from the start of December. But then my MacBook ended up crashing, which like I feel like is divine intervention. And so I couldn't work. So then I just took a break because I also felt really burnt out. That was the last time I had that break, and that break was maybe like 2018. Yeah, I think so, probably. What was it? Last year, I think I took one from like December because I was moving, but also that didn't feel like a break. Like I physically couldn't do my work. So I was out of commission, not my choice. So I'm really excited to take this leave, honestly. I'm probably gonna be back mid-August, and what that means from now till mid-August is that I probably won't have any more videos after this one. So this is like a goodbye for now. I'm also probably gonna be only using my Instagram for stories and for posts, and there won't be any ads or any drops. So if you want to find out about like new products and events happening, I'm not your gal. I just will be posting about my life. I'll be stepping away from content creation entirely. The reason for that, there's quite a lot. So that's why I wanted to make the video, because I feel like you guys have been with me long enough for the journey that I do actually consider some of you guys my friends. You guys have become my friends, so yeah, I kind of want to like talk and get into it properly. So taking this leave is gonna be a really smart decision for me because the biggest thing that I have on my plate right now is that I'm moving. So a little bit more context. If you haven't seen my previous Get Ready With Me, I moved into a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-story penthouse that spans 1,500 square feet with my ex, and we broke up a month later, basically. She moved out in April, so I've been alone for maybe like 2-3 months. No matter how beautiful and wonderful and big this house is, like, it just doesn't make sense for me as an individual. I feel like it was a mistake. I ended up missing my old apartment so much. It's just too big. Frankly, too many rooms, and the rooms are not that big, so it's not like I can just fit everything in there. It's too bougie for me. I barely use the hot tub. I have a private jacuzzi that I barely use. This house, above all, was supposed to be a forever home for who I thought was gonna be my life partner, right? And now it's not even like we stayed friends. Remember, I told you guys that, you know, we're gonna stay friends, and we were friends at that point. It wasn't like I was lying. But she just changed her mind. And that's just something that you have to acknowledge happens and accept it and move on. So we are not in contact anymore. I don't know what to feel, honestly. I think it's probably better that I don't discuss that on the internet, and also like just don't fixate on it lah, because it's already done and dusted, you know what I mean? Like, we did the best we could, and like, we're moving on. So I've been doing that. I haven't actually been like super affected. I just guess it's just a little sad with the way things ended when it didn't have to end that way. Damn, I'm just starting to realize that like this is gonna be a lot of editing because I have so many things to say, and I told myself I didn't want to work, but this ain't work. I'm just talking to my friends. Honestly, I am pretty happy to get the clean break. I think it's nice to grow by yourself and just to move on properly from that like past chapter. The other thing is fucking expensive. This house is just very difficult to maintain. Like, I have to hire a cleaner just because I physically cannot do it. Just doesn't make sense for me to be spending the amount that I'm spending on rent, because this place is not cheap. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can afford it, but I don't want to. So I am moving. I don't even know whether to say this or not, but you know what? I'm just gonna. I'm seeing someone after the second date and before the third date. I had mentioned, because she also lives on her own, I mentioned to her that I needed a new place to move into, ideally that's smaller, that's more manageable, that feels more me. I do feel very stressed because I have to buy furniture to furnish this unfurnished big ass space, and it's been costing me a lot of money, and I feel like I will build up the habit of hoarding also. My ultimate plan is to leave, to be able to go overseas for like a year, 2 years, and or explore or become a nomad. So I don't want to be tethered to anything here. So I was like, I need to scale down, and I need to force myself to sell some things and sell my furniture, even though I love them. Like, I just need to be able to not get so attached. So after that, having that conversation, she is a fucking property guru magician. She basically found this listing. It's 2 doors down from her. The person I'm dating sent me the listing at 5 p.m. I went to view the apartment that was next to her house at 6 p.m. We viewed it together. I signed by midnight. I had a dinner tasting. I talked to my friend about it. I was talking to my now neighbor about it, and I was like, what should I do? And we all agreed that it's a smart choice, so it's not like I'm moving for romance or anything. Like, slow down. It's truly a smart choice. It was a good price. It was hot off the market. Like, and now if you know anything about rental markets, it's kind of insane. So I'm glad to be like getting that space. So basically, in a very gay move, I'll be moving and becoming neighbors with the person that I'm dating. And that's the main tea and the main reason why I want to take the leave, because I just feel like downsizing from basically 1,500 square feet to 450 square feet is gonna be a very big ordeal. My previous space was, I think, 750, so it's gonna be a squeeze for sure, but this is like, the layout is really cool. I think you guys really like it. It's a big open concept. The location is great. And now that I have my own furniture, I'm able to really fully put my effort and my thought into a small space and make it beautiful, versus having to fill up all of these different like humongous spaces and being very overwhelmed because I'm doing it by myself. Yeah, so I'm really excited actually. Please feel free to congratulate me down in the comments below. I am very excited for this chapter. Right now it's just hassle. It's just I have to schedule the cleaning, I have to schedule the pool maintenance, I have to schedule... I'm a full-on fucking tai tai and no one is my husband, dude. I am my own husband. I have to basically like service the air cons, do the curtains. I have to rent a car probably to move my own stuff, schedule cleanings on both ends, speak to the landlord, speak to the agent, and I have to break the lease here. So that's been very stressful. That's been very expensive. I did try to get a tenant to take over and like we negotiated a very good deal and everything is great, but the landlord is just like kind of pissed. So that's been kind of like the one stressful thing in my life, but also it's like money can be earned back. So I'm gonna be saving the money anyway. I just like don't really want to spend my time fussing over something so small when honestly the move that I'm making is very important for my mental health and for my life in general, for my lifestyle. I think it will be a really good move and I'm very excited. Yeah, again, something to look forward to, you know? So that's what's been happening, and ever since I made my peace with it for the past 2 months, I think I have just been feeling more aligned and more myself. I think like after the relationship and after like the whole hoo-ha and still, you know, having that like conflict at the end, that was really what pushed me to a space of like deciding to enjoy my time alone and to do all the things that I felt like I couldn't do alone in the past or couldn't do in a relationship. So it's been really nice. One of the things that I've been actually doing that I couldn't do when I was in a relationship, when I was living with someone that I was like gonna end a relationship with, let's put it that way, I could never really enjoy the house. I never felt at peace. I felt like there was always so much to do, you know? And after 8 months of trying, it's still not done. And finally, now that I know that I'm giving up on this place and I'm moving on, like I can just rest in the like halfway mark that I've set it in and just really enjoy the space for what it is and enjoy the fruits of my labor. Like, to be fair, it looks done, you know what I mean? Like, I am just a perfectionist. I keep wanting to make it better. So it's been really nice to really just enjoy the space and make it worth my money. So yeah, I've been really happy. I've been like doing more activities. So basically Pride Month just passed, right? It was June. And I really went all out with my queerness this year. Also because all of the events are back. And I was just really hella excited to just be a part of the queer community. And I basically met so many people. I went for so many different events. Like Pink Dot was awesome. And I've gotten to like meet really interesting and cool queer people, which is really great. Honestly, that's like been such a nice touch, like a nice social aspect to my life. And you know, like now we're able to dress up. Like I feel very cute. I feel the fittest. Like I've been the most healthy and fit, and I also like look the best. It's the hair, it's the money piece. But yeah, like I just feel fantastic when I don't wear glasses anymore. So I've really had like quite a glow up in the past like 2 months. It's been quite fantastic. I also got a nose piercing just yesterday. She got a nose piercing. Oh my god. And you know what else I've been doing? I've not been wearing a bra. So like now I just basically wear nipple tape. Okay, I lost a bit of weight, so I also lost a bit of my boobs, so it doesn't make it like as heavy and as like intense anymore. So I'm able to get away with like little tops like this. Look. It's cute. So yeah, I've just been feeling very free, very comfortable. And I feel like ever since I like opened up with my pronouns also, like I've just been feeling it. Like I've just been very aligned and everything is going like pretty smoothly for me. And I mean, even if you think about like the breaking lease and this other thing that I'm gonna mention, they're actually blessings in disguise. So my son Noodles, he's not well. He's okay. Hold on. It's not life-threatening. It could have been, but we caught it. One reason why I was like super stressed and super tired, mostly in April and June also, was because of Noodles. I didn't mention this online because I thought that I fixed it, but basically he's been having like really bad diarrhea, and it was a change in his diet. I'm gonna talk more about it because it's such a long story, but basically he's always had a very sensitive stomach. He is allergic to like most proteins. He's literally on kangaroo now. That's how fucking bougie he is, because literally like everything else, like chicken, beef, salmon, lamb, pork, everything he's allergic to, everything, like he gets really, really itchy and sensitive. So I've been switching his diet since he was born, really, just because eventually he just builds an allergy to them anyway. So now we're already down to kangaroo. He started having really, really bad, explosive, uncontrollable, completely liquid diarrhea. And I was really, really worried. I checked with the food company, I checked everything, and honestly, like, their standards are really, really high. It's a raw food company, but they are the best. So I'm like, no one's had this issue before, and I know that Noodles has had like issues with his gut. This has happened before another time with another company, another raw company. So I was like, maybe it's just raw, honestly. So we got his poop sent into the PCR for PCR testing, just to be able to know what the fuck it is. I know it's gonna sound like ridiculous to people that don't have dogs, but if you have dogs, or if you have a kid, I guess, or if you just have a bit of empathy, just like listen to me lah. So basically it's some like fecal testing to see what kind of bacteria is in their gut. And very unfortunately, it was what was expected. He has a bacterial infection of Clostridium difficile. It's just a strain of bacteria that he could have caught at the dog park, at a daycare. The course of action was just antibiotics. So just a different kind of antibiotics from the vet. This one is gonna work. So then I didn't think too much about it, but then I got a call yesterday. Well, I really hate it when people say I'm afraid I have bad news. I was just telling this to someone, like, it's not even, when you say that, it's not even like it's might or might not be bad. You know it's gonna be bad. You just and they don't tell you yet, so you're just sitting there with the dread like, oh shit, what? Noodles has 2 different strains of Clostridium. I think the other one is a little bit more serious. I already did my crying yesterday. I'm not gonna do it again. I felt very guilty. I felt very shitty because I knew that he had gut issues, but they were also never so bad, and you know, the vet never really said anything. The vet also did like a simple kind of test. I don't remember, maybe I should have, but I don't remember like what the strain is called, and like I just follow the instructions. I gave him the medicine. I hope that he was okay, and like turns out he was suffering. Having diarrhea for like 2 or 3 weeks, like your butt's gonna hurt, like your stomach's gonna hurt. Like I just felt so bad that I just felt really bad, honestly. I just felt like I was a bad mom, that I should have picked it up sooner, and that I should have probably sprung for the test sooner, because this test is also fucking expensive. It's like $400. So yeah, that happened. So the course of action now, so in case you guys are really worried about Noodles, which I totally understand, is still antibiotics, but it may be several rounds over a couple of months, just because there's also quite a high count of it. That's the other shitty bit of news. That's what's happening on my mothering front, and I basically need to make arrangements for him as I begin packing and organizing the move, because this time around we're also moving furniture. Previously it was just boxes from my fully furnished apartment to this non-furnished apartment. And we're also moving into a much smaller space, so I am a little bit worried about Noodles. He was pretty anxious about the move, even when I brought him over to my parents, and even while I was packing and like, you know, with the tape and the boxes, like it's just a lot for him. I really don't want him to go through this while he isn't feeling well. I'm gonna make sure that he is comfortable, and for now he's okay. I take him on a lot of walks now. Like I spend a lot of time with him now, just because I know by the time it really gets to the move, I might have to send him to my family. So don't worry, you guys, he's okay. He's okay. I'm just over dramatic, and I'm just very, very emotional because I love him so much. At least I know now, and at least I know that he's gonna get better. It's not incurable, it's not life-threatening because we caught it already. So like, to me, this is a blessing in disguise. I have to think about it that way. I mean, outside of my guilt, like I'm just glad I'm here for him now. And like the food company that I'm working with, like Bomb Bomb, they have been so supportive, and they have been providing me with so much help, and I'm so grateful. They've been walking me through it because some of their customers also had this issue by the time they like ordered from Bomb. So yeah, it's been really great. I don't have to worry a lot. Like, I know I can just check in with them and ask what are the next steps for noodles. I actually got the contact of the vet from them, so it's really been very helpful. And it's nice to have a support system of people who understand and care for their dogs also. Because of all of this, you know, I mean, there are stressful bits in there, but generally, like, my life now is better than how I could have imagined it. I have my own dog, I'm moving to my own space again. I feel like I've come a long way, and I also feel really good about myself and how I see the world and how I want to live my life. I've been doing a lot more things. Like, I've been so much more mindful in everything that I do, and able to enjoy every part of the process. Like, I'm doing pole, I'm doing pottery, I learned new makeup techniques, like I'm pampering myself, I'm dressing up, like, I've been eating very good food, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you meet new people, especially when you meet foodies, like, you just get so many recommendations, and I get to hang out with my friends more, so we get to go and eat at nice places. I've been like exploring bars. Like, it's something that I never really did when I was younger, also because I was very young and like I didn't really drink. Yeah, just like reconnecting with people, hobbies, places. Now that I don't feel tethered to a house or to Singapore, the way that I see my surroundings is different, because then I don't take it for granted anymore. And I just feel really good inside out. I feel very at peace. And this is the best I've ever felt in my life. That's actually why I'm taking the break. First of all, I'll be too physically busy to also be worrying about work. And second of all, work is just not a priority at this point. Like, I am truly living my best life. I'm working on so many new exciting projects that I can't wait to tell you guys, okay? First of all, my pottery collection is already out on MARGAUX, my first ever pottery collection. Please check it out. It would mean so much to me. I will leave a link down below. I'm super happy and super excited, and I really want to continue pursuing like pottery and ceramics. So yeah, you know, check it out. And I'm also, you know, working on a couple of things behind the scenes. I'm so excited. It's something I've never done before, but I'm just yeah, I'm just super excited. So my break is for me to focus on this and make sure that it's like a permanent mindset and habit, because if I can feel like this, whatever I'm doing now for the rest of my life, I will be so happy. So yeah, like my life will literally be complete. Really excited also. Actually, I spoke to some of my content creator friends how my life has been, and how like I don't want to feel guilty for not having a high output at work when I'm so greatly enjoying myself. Sorry, I have a mirror because I need to do my eyeliner. And all of them said that, yeah, like that's all something that they did. I'm way overdue for a break anyway, and they can just kind of tell that I'm really happy and excited about life. And for me to just take it unapologetically, you know, that break, like I definitely need it. So KVD Vegan Beauty, like new gel liners, are the only things that work on my waterline, by the way. And you know, they made a really good point about how like if you are burnt out and your heart's not really into creating content, like it will just end up being mediocre. You won't be happy with it, you'll be self-critical, and then you won't feel like you've really done anything productive anyway. So I really should just go out, enjoy my life, come back inspired, and then spend my time creating something that I know you guys will love and is really cool. So basically, yeah, I'm not gonna think about like special content that I want to create. I'm not gonna work on briefs, I'm not gonna work on drafts, I'm not even gonna check my fucking email. I'm just going to live my life and be happy. And like I said, will probably only be using Instagram and just updating you on my life, because that I don't see as work, that I genuinely enjoy. With YouTube, I also enjoy it, but I just feel like it's a lot of work and then it becomes work, you know? So Instagram is fine. I will be on Instagram. So if you haven't followed me already, I think my content is gonna be the best it's ever been. Honestly, no cap. I think when I don't feel like I am obligated to make the content, then the content that I make is like truly just for me, And I think that's the best kind of content that you can create as a creator. Like ones that you really want to watch and that you care about. And yeah, I'm excited for the recalibration. I'm excited for a refresh of the mind, the body, the soul. I know it sounds very spiritual, but I do feel like I'm going through something quite spiritual at this point. So that's my update basically. I will be back maybe mid-August, depending on if I go travel or not. So my move is at the end of the month. Basically like mid to the end of the month. It's a long process. And then once I'm done, I might take a trip, I might not, depending on if time allows for it and if Noodles is feeling okay. If I do go travel, of course I will make videos, of course. So yeah, I'm just like excited, but I won't be like checking my emails and doing like the mundane businessy stuff lah. I want to step away from that. I've worked hard enough for a while to be able to step away from that, so I'm really, really excited. Let me just tell you about what I plan to do once I come back and once I get the place ready. So what I will do is I'll do a quick house tour for this house, just for me to kind of like memories lodge, you know what I mean? Like at least I tried, and like I don't think it's a bad house. I don't think it is an ugly house. I don't think I failed. It's just not right for me at this point. So I would love to commemorate it. I would love to like, you know, do a little video to be like, ta-da, this is what it looked like. Yay, yay, yay. And then I also want to do videos about driving, and I also want to do a couple more other videos that I think you guys will enjoy. I definitely want to make queer content more also. It's Pride year, it's not Pride month. So, okay, so let me tell you what I've been using on my face. So this is the Clio Pro Eye palette in 08 Into Lace. It is such a good palette. Honestly, I fucking love this palette. Look at my eyeshadow. I wasn't even paying attention making it, and it just looks good all the time. Do you want to see? I still have this. I'm probably gonna wear this today. This is Stila's Magnolia cream blush. I've had it for maybe 6 years. It's a cream blush. I've had it for 6 years and I'm still using it. It's like hitting pan already and I'm still fucking using it. So let's get into it. I really love it. Let me mix a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Floss filter for Superstar Youth Glow. Cool. I'm not supposed to put makeup on my nose piercing. I didn't know that you couldn't change the stud until like 4 months later. What? Like, I thought it was like maybe a month. Also, I haven't gotten any piercings since I was 16. And my 16 one was my tongue piercing, which I took out. So all of the ear ones that you see, I got all of them by the time I was 15. And it was very hardcore, but I was also desperately trying to prove my lesbianism. So I guess it all kind of worked out. So then when I went yesterday, I was so nervous. I nearly got convinced into getting a septum. I was this close. When I was younger, my first impression was that it looked kind of strange. And I just didn't know if me personally, because I rub my nose a lot and I fidget with my nose a lot, if it was gonna be very, very uncomfortable. It looked uncomfortable. Yeah, so even though people tried to convince me otherwise, I still went with my nose piercing just because I thought it was cute. I've been kind of thinking about this. This one's really cool. So I've been using more cool tones lately also, which makes me feel more cool and more like I don't give a fuck, and a bit more mean, which I'm into. So this is, come on sis, I've surely used this before. Shit, I forgot to put lip balm. You guys have been watching me talk with crusty ass lips the whole time. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys are well. Thank you for staying this long with me to just check in and get to know how I'm doing. I'm good. Thank you so much. And I really look forward to coming back and making better videos in mid-August. So in a month and a half's time. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to do so. And again, if you want to reach me, just go onto my Instagram. I'll be there. I will be quite active. I don't think I'll be any less active because I just use it every day. And I really enjoy connecting with you guys there. So hit me up. And if you enjoyed watching this video, you know, leave me something nice. Thumbs up maybe, or subscribe. I make new videos every week once I resume. And I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.